Like I would not try it today.
Yeah, I wouldn't
But
either.
because I've had it my whole life,
Right.
I've opened up a can of worms.
No,
Oh.
it's a can of gummy worms, of gummy worms.
Oh, great worms, yeah.
Steak flavored gummy worms.
Jelly worms.
Jelly worms, right. Lee's a big fan of chopped liver, which is crazy.
Grew up with it.
But you grew up with it. With onions, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
However my mother makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would never try that today. If you
I
put
would
it in front of
never
me, I would
either.
not go near it, but I've had it my whole life, and I love it.
What do you have a place that you go to get it? Like, when's the last time you had it?
I mean,
oh, yeah, it's sad,
anymore.
right? Yeah.
We used to have lots of them in Maine, and now we don't. So.
Now we don't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Chopped liver, you a fan?
No, I've never had it before.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, most people are like afraid to try it, but it's actually really, really good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, we digressed a little bit. This is not good. This is not good. If you are on vacation for the second half of the week here in New England, you don't want to see something like this. This counterclockwise circulation, area of low pressure forming just off of New York City, and it's tapping into some tropical moisture and driving it all the way up into southern parts of New England, the Hudson River Valley, Long Island, drenching those folks. And eventually some of that is going to get to us. Now, it's not bad here in Maine. There is some fog, but it's not nearly as dense as it was late last evening and through the night. Now it's mostly just low cloudiness hanging over us. Unfortunately, we're not going to get much sunshine today as we await this developing area of low pressure, and this one's weakening and transferring its energies. But eventually, we're going to tap into some of that heavier rain. This high will be building in, though, and kick this thing out to sea. It's just going to take a couple of days for that to happen, even though it's so close to us. It's just going to kind of meander around and then finally out through the Gulf of Maine on Friday. Clouds and fog this morning, perhaps some drizzle or a quick, brief shower. But most of us will avoid drops. Warm and muggy out there. Our temps are in the 60s, and so are our dew points. As we go through the day, the fog will lift and some of the cloud cover will burn off to a little bit of hazy sun. So some of you might see it. If you're along the coast, you probably won't for very long, if at all. Temps will peak at this point in the low 70s, and it's going to be humid. And then during the afternoon, the breeze is going to pick up off of the ocean. So that cools things down and also brings in more of that maritime air. And here come the downpours into York County by 5 o'clock. And then overnight for the rest of us all the way up through Bangor. I don't see many in northern Maine getting much rainfall out of this system. But let's pick up the story at midnight, and you can see quite a bit of rain out there for the southern half of the state. There will be some downpours and perhaps even some rumbles of thunder. And this continues through most of tomorrow. It won't be raining the whole time, but when it does, it could rain heavily and hard for 20-30 minutes, and then it lets up and storm drains catch up. But there could be some temporary drainage issues from this system and some of those heavier downpours. Friday morning, it's still real murky out, a lingering shower. But during the afternoon, as the low shifts away, it does get better, and we do develop some sunshine, which is a good omen for our upcoming weekend. As I mentioned, north of Bangor, likely not much rainfall at all. But across the south, there is potential for an inch or two of some of that heavy rain in those downpours. So we'll keep an eye on especially York County and Seacoast, New Hampshire for any temporary flooding issues. The low shifts out of here Friday afternoon, and over the weekend this high builds in. It's not like last weekend's high where it was crystal clear and bright and beautiful and the air was clean. This one's going to be a little dirtier. It stays muggy through the weekend. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds, but good summer weather. And it looks like this should hold off until Sunday night and Monday. Marine forecast, small craft sees 2 to 4 east wind. This afternoon starts to pick up. Today, mainly cloudy and muggy. There will be some showers, especially during the afternoon and evening, 70 to 75. 60s tomorrow with showers and downpours. Upper 70s on Friday with some afternoon sun. And then we'll have some fog early Saturday, and then sun for the rest of the day and highs around 80, and warm and sticky on Sunday with highs in the 80s. So definitely a much better weekend. It's just not going to be that 12 out of 10 that we had last weekend. I mean, it's going to be real tough to beat that.
I mean, we've had such a summer.
Yeah, we have.
Right? So, all right, we're nitpicking. It's not a bad thing.
It's not horrible, right? Yeah.